Hey, Mar.
Andrew!
What's going on? You get divorced again, I heard?
Yeah, I did.
Want to talk about it?
Yeah, I do.
All right, ready?
Here we go.
Welcome.
Do?
The
Happy?
Never
After.
Pod.
Podcast is one word.
I know, but that's why it's funny.
Oh, welcome to the Happy Never After podcast, where my headphones are really loud and Andrew's got new dance moves.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I am Mara Merrick. This is Andrew T. Collin.
Yeah, throw the T in there.
Tad. For Ted.
Tad.
Marshall's over on the couch.
Hello, loves.
Hello.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You're so far away, Marshall.
Good.
Yeah. How are you doing, Marsh?
I'm doing good.
How was your New Year?
I was here.
You were here.
Holden had a fundraiser
Oh, they get near.
Oh.
They
for
get
breast cancer.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
was he giving away mammograms?
No, man. Raise some money.
Yeah. You think he was grabbing some titties? Jeez.
Jesus.
Free mammograms. Come on down. When the
Fucking-
ball drops, so does your bra, baby.
It was insane.
They don't call me Hold'em
How
for
many
nothing.
people showed up?
About 230.
Wow.
Man, you don't.
Raised
Even,
about 10K.
he has way more friends than you.
A lot more.
$10,000.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
To an organization called Pink Promises, which is...
That's where we should have our kickoff. Why don't we just do it here for our 60 days?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we talked about it.
You can.
We will.
Did anything bad happen at the party?
Oh, no. It was a good party. A lot of drunk kids, man. Not underage. But it was
A
fucking...
lot of
How do you
drunk
know?
high schoolers.
How do you know how old they were?
They were all ID. We had 10 security guards here.
Nice. Nice. I like it. What'd
How
you
was- My New Year, I went to bed at 9 p.m.
do? No, you didn't
I
because you
swear.
didn't even get home till 10:30.
Well, okay. I lied to you. I was in bed. I got home at like 9:30.
Oh,
Yeah, I was in bed.
you just wanted me to leave later?
When did you leave? What are you talking about?
Oh, when I was watching the dogs.
No. What? Oh, no. I thought you were saying you were with me. No, I got there around 9:30, 10-ish. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever.
That's cool.
I took an Uber. Are you questioning my timing? Do you think that I tried to keep you there 1 hour longer? Unbelievable.
I got to my sister's at 11:47.
That's great.
Yeah, it's perfect.
But you really left at 6. All right. This is a weird start. Yeah, I didn't do anything for my New Year's. I don't know. I don't really like New Year's. I think it's a little much. I think it's kind of like Halloween with me now. It's just, especially when it's 3 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And you have to like either wait inside to get to a club. I don't like loud noises. You know that about me.
I've only ever worked at a bar every other New Year, so I hate New Year. I hate it so much.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
I hate it. I always kick out at least 5 people from every bar that I've worked
Have you
at.
ever
on New
thrown
Year's.
someone out yourself with your bare arms?
Yes.
What
Yes,
happened?
I have. A chick that everybody thought it was the dude that was starting this fight at PhD, and it was really this chick, and she took a beer bottle and she smashed it behind her back onto the bar.
Wow.
And she had the top of it still, and she was starting to run after him.
Who
and
is this girl?
I know. I was like, this looked like it was in the movie. I was like, it's the girl to the security guard, and they were holding the guy, and then the guy was being held, and the girl had a straight
Oh my
shot
God.
at him, and I grabbed her hair, and I just was like, no! And then they let me hold on to her for a minute.
They let you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what about the glass beer bottle?
Oh, as soon as I grabbed her hair, I pulled her back so her head was like on the bar, and she was like,
Was she flailing?
yeah, her arms were like going everywhere, but she lost her balance, so she was out of the
Was
game.
she cute?
No.
What a badass. Do you think she did that on purpose? Broke the bottle? Like over her?
100%.
So she's done that before. That's a
that
strong
was a
move.
calculated move.
You go to jail for that, man. That's you turn into a knife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Yeah.
I've never done that move. My
was-
buddy broke a bottle over a kid's head.
Oh my
Yeah, it
God.
was pretty intense. And then I was driving pretty drunk and in New Orleans.
Was he married to him?
No, this was a long time ago.
Oh.
No, this was in college. And I rolled up and the guy was like bleeding out his head, and then
Yeah.
and I didn't know that my buddy broke a bottle on his head because I got there late. I didn't even park my car. I just put it in. I put it in park, but I didn't turn it off. And my buddy was getting tackled by 4 guys, and I ran over. I was like, "That's my friend." I didn't know that he fucking broke a bottle. I was like, "That's Johnny, man. What are you doing?" And I started grabbing. These guys were gigantic, and I threw the guy like off of him. And then, like, I just didn't think about what I was doing. Like, the guy held my hands back, and the guy punched me in my nose and didn't break my nose, but cracked my nose. I'm gushing blood. And then this woman cop comes up, and she's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Oh, thank God you're here. Thank you so much. You're saving me. I love you." And she's like, "Relax, miss." And
yeah, right, exactly.
And then
freaking girl.
And then Johnny runs off, and she runs after Johnny. Johnny ran like a 4.34, like he was so, and she ran after him. So now I'm alone with these meatheads. They were so big, and the guy goes, "Oh yeah, you got a problem?" And he does a roundhouse kick, to my chest.
Oh no!
And I fly back. I don't fall, but I fly, and I'm like, this is when I die. This is how and so I ran away. I just ran away.
Just arms flailing, just like the girl's arms on the bar.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I was a little girl. But I mean, look, I stuck up for him, though. That showed a lot to run in there.
Yeah.
But I could have died. I mean, these guys, I found out later they were Marines. They were all Marines. I ran into a group of Marines.
Good job. Nice work. Those Marines are like broken.
They're like, "By the way, your buddy broke a bottle over." I was like, "Oh, well, yeah, that's
He deserved it.
Then I had to testify for him in front of Tulane court or whatever at 7 a.m. I still had a wristband on from the bar the night before. It's like, let's go. They're like, "So what happened here?" And I was, "He's a good guy, you know. He plays baseball."
Listen, bruh.
He didn't get in trouble because he played baseball at Tulane.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Because the guy that like gives money to the school was like, "Well, we need a center fielder. Like baseball's big there." And it's his son that got hit with the bottle. It was his dad that was the giver of money.
Oh my God.
Go Tulane.
Go Tulane.
Tulane.
We need to. I just spit. We need to get back into fighting shape.
We're getting there.
We are getting there.
Yeah, I'm fucking yoked.
You are. That one bicep picture looks good on your Instagram.
Dude, lighting and a short fucking ceiling.
I was training a comedian, and they were like, "Andrew's a real puss, but his body's getting better."
Who you Oh, I know who. I'm not a puss, dude. I will fuck. This year I'm gonna fucking fight.
I'm not gonna fuck.
I'm gonna fight a lot of people.
Looking at that picture, man.
Yeah.
I
You're
know.
fucking good.
Yeah,
dude.
dude. I told you it's in there. I just had to figure out my AIDS and my asshole. I'm good now. And my elbow. I'm ready to go.
You know what we could keep doing now that we have our new sponsor? We could use their app.
We could.
We could.
Oh, man. I honestly, I do want to just get in such good shape.
Well, we have that 60-day bike ride that we're doing.
Yeah.
Where we're doing 60 shows. How do you like this
In
title?
60 days.
60 shows, 60 days, 3,600 miles. Do you like that title?
Sounds like that Vanessa Carlton song.
Oh, yeah.
If I could walk 60 miles in 60 days.
60 shows
And
in
30 But yeah, if you go to beachbody.com.
Well, we got to get in shape for it. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get in shape.
We got to get in shape. So I am a personal trainer, but sometimes I don't want to write my own programs.
Yeah.
So I think we should use this app.
I think it'd be great.
I think it's going to be awesome.
Because I don't want to hang out with you, and I want to be able to do something on my own.
Well, you can do it at the gym, or you can do it at home.
Yeah, you can do it anywhere. It's a great app.
Yeah.
And they got a bunch of products on there,
Yep,
which I
they have
need
mobile
to get. I got to start
technologies.
taking protein. I got to do protein. I'm going to do freaking creatine. Any teen. I'm fucking after.
Well, also, I get a lot of messages. They're like, "What should I eat?" I'm like, "I don't know, food." And then, because I can't give that advice. So they can also find that on.
Oh, you can't give nutritional advice?
I can't. No, it's against the law for me to give nutritional advice and to manually manipulate. But I got a certification for that. So you can. What are you doing?
I'm writing our guest to come in. If you go to beachbody.com.
You need to give it a try. You definitely do. So right now you can get a free trial. You can just text HAPPY to 303030. Text HAPPY to 303030. You'll get full access to the entire platform for free. All the workouts and nutrition information, Aspen70, I'm talking to you, is free. So just text HAPPY to 303030. What is
Text
it?
happy to 30 30 30. That's 303030. Happy.
It's not 30. It's 30
yeah.
3030. If you go 303030, that's not a number.
You're just gonna get out of shape and look terrible. Way to go. Beachbody.com.
Yes.
Beachbody.com. It's also an app. If you go to Beachbody,
It's mobile technology.
but seriously, do it. Or you're gonna get ripped.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty pumped about it. We're going to look so good on our 60-day.
For 3 days.
Yeah.
I mean, am I gonna lose all my buildup that I got? No, I'll get more lean.
No, you're going to get super lean. We're going to be able to eat whatever we
What
want.
am I gonna do for Arnold? I'll just do pull-ups, I guess, on the road.
Well, we can stop at gyms. There's more gyms than just in New York City.
Really? There's gyms on there?
Or we can use the app, and we won't even need equipment because we're going to this is things that you can do in your home, on the road.
In a hotel
You
room,
fucking idiot.
on a bike, in a truck. Well, I'm not gonna be on the bike. I'm gonna just be yelling at Mara from a.
You're not going to be on a bike?
No, I will, but not as much. I don't think. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing the whole
Why?
because I just think I'll get tired and I'll hold the whole crew down.
You get ready. You prepare.
Yeah, I don't know.
How many miles you going to bike a
30.
day?
Oh. Well, I think that I'm going to do like 120 to 180 a day, but then
See, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
tough.
That's ridiculous.
but then
How many
like
hours?
feet.
but then slow down and like not ride at all on Fridays and Saturdays.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Till we get to
120.
like because it's 60 days and it's 3,600 miles. So it's 60 miles a day, right?
That's not bad. How
Right.
many hours you can do it in?
Every day, probably 3.
3 hours?
60 miles?
It's 20 miles an hour.
Correct.
That's a little fast for you.
It's not. Oh.
Not for you.
I mean,
Oh.
maybe if
no,
I go,
I think he's got the legs for it.
maybe if I go on like maybe if you do like
Don't hang
when
up
it comes to 10 speeds or whatever, maybe you got to go on a little harder of a level.
You want to ride a 10 speed?
Why? What are we doing? 20 speeds?
You're a fucking idiot.
What kind of speeds are we doing?
A lot of. Well, they're different
They're gonna
bikes,
have
though.
he's going to have race bikes, right?
We're gonna have different bikes.
Am I
yeah.
gonna do an extra pad for my butt?
Yes. Hello, guest.
Hi, this is so nice.
I'm sorry, it's too
Thank
nice.
you. Welcome. I
It's
know
amazing.
It's
I
super
am
sweet.
so impressed.
Yeah, you didn't think of anything about
No,
it.
I've just been a guest on hundreds of podcasts.
Your own.
and this is my own. And this is a nice one by I'm not even doing mine anymore after this. Look at this.
Well, actually, Mateo,
did Mateo-
sat right there.
Did he
like-
say the same thing?
No,
he
he
said-
yelled at us. He yelled at us
He
for like
hated
10
us.
minutes.
Why?
It's fucking hair.
Because I didn't tell him that it was on
on
camera.
Oh, yeah.
So he lost his mind.
I get that.
And he screamed, I need a brush. I need a brush.
He goes. You could hear him yelling all the way down the hallway. He was like, "You fucking dicks! You're not gonna fucking tell me."
He's gay if you couldn't tell from that impression.
Oh, he was just on. So you're also his co-host on what's the name of your show?
It's called Inside the Closet, and we started it maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago. It's been a little while now.
Yeah, because you're both gay, right?
Yeah. You know, it was funny, and we.
I was gonna say homosexual, and then I felt
Whatever.
homosexual might be wrong. I don't know.
Homo
why.
sapiens.
You're both homosexuals.
Yeah, it came about because I always am like trying to like, oh, I don't want to be too gay or I don't want to be too much with this and too much with that. And then we were like, you know what? Let's just like screw always like thinking about, what's the right thing to do. And then we were like, let's just talk like we would do if no one else was around. And then that's where it came about. And then, that angle helps it with just marketing wise because people were like, you need an edge in it. So we're like, all right. It's gay. Well, we knew that, and but it's been fun. It's nice. It's just been fun.
Yeah.
we need to say your name.
My name?
Yeah, Emma Willmann.
Emma Willmann is
Emma
on the show.
Willmann.
Yeah.
Welcome to our
She's
guest.
a great
Emma.
comedian.
Yes.
You can find her on the television.
Yeah,
She did,
she's been on the
She
television.
did Colbert, Late Show.
MTV.
I'm gonna be on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Damn.
I'm in the season finale, which airs February 16th, and then I'm in the 2 episodes before that. So I don't know how to do that math, but
It's
whatever the weeks are before the 16th.
You're gonna
Friday
have
ninth?
La Crux money soon, yo.
You will.
Yeah, I mean, That's
awesome.
How much money are you making?
I did it. You wouldn't believe you got to pay New York and LA taxes, which I got to learn how to do math because I got real confused about that.
You
Why
don't
don't you
have to
just
pay your
hire
taxes.
someone?
I need to do that.
Yeah.
Is it really expensive to hire somebody?
No,
We have a great.
We have a
he's
great
kind
guy.
of a crook, but he's great.
Yeah, he's
Really?
Yeah, it's $350 to do your taxes. It doesn't
Really?
matter. Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't
Is he
do
legit?
anything. I don't know if he ever. I think he just collects Mara's money and puts it in his pocket.
No, Nick
but-
Vlachos. I love him.
And
CPA
he just-
attorney.
And
everything.
it's just flat rate?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how much you give him to do?
No, so I met him because
How'd you meet this guy?
because he does all the taxes
For
all of-
strippers.
yeah, for strippers, cocktail servers, and bartenders. Like it's like all hot chicks. So you could go there and sit in the waiting room and find your next girlfriend.
Yeah, or he's also never going to see me.
Yeah, he would totally.
If that's who he's interested in helping out, does he do you?
yeah.
Oh, all right, then maybe.
All the hot
maybe.
people and Andrew.
And Andrew and Emma. Me and you are just like an add-on.
I look enough like a boyish lesbian. He would seem. Yeah.
The facial hair.
The facial hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, though, if he's interested in doing hot chicks, then he's going to be like, ugh. But when I'm like, hi, I need help with my
He's
taxes,
like, okay,
too.
$650.
Yeah, exactly. I hate when that happens. When it's like a cute girl, they're like, it's free. And I'm like, no, it's not. My sister always gets that. She's really, really pretty. And I remember whenever we would go on vacation, she'd be like, it's free drinks at this bar. And me and her boyfriend, who's now her husband, would be like, no, it's not. It's free for you. We're paying like double over here. And she's like, I can't believe. So $350 might just be a special rate for
But you worked on your personality, and now you're a great comic.
Yeah.
You know, so you showed her. You know, if you had a free martini, you never would have been here.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
I mean, Mara, she somehow did it. I don't know. She did both. Look at her.
And you're a trainer.
Yes.
How
true.
long were you doing that?
Gosh, 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thanks. Yeah. It's been it's fun. That's how I met Marsh. That's
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew said that she trained you to.
Climb a mountain.
mountains.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you train someone for that?
I just
You got a pulley system.
Just like,
We talked
Go,
for an hour.
yeah,
Oh,
a lot of
go.
buckets of water.
is it just a huge mountain?
Yeah,
Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I said
Okay, all right.
Vesuvius, but it's not even a real mountain. I don't even know. What it's
Mount Vesuvius. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
the
there's
United
no
States,
M
though.
there. I thought it was Vesuvius.
No, Vesuvius.
Oh, Vesuvius.
Okay.
Mount Kilimanjaro, though. Yeah. Have you ever thought about climbing? Have you ever jumped out of a plane? Have you done anything crazy?
I'd be so scared to jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
I've never bungee jumped, never jumped out of a plane.
What's
I
the
don't know if-
scariest thing you've done?
Oh, man.
Heroin?
Man.
Man, the scariest thing I've ever done in my life, I get so scared of like doing any kind of like jump or like even like roller coasters. That kind of stuff scares me. I guess because I just think something's gonna go wrong and I'll die. Like even watching scary movies, like Saw freaked me out for years. I haven't even watched the whole thing because I get so scared and I fast forward. Silence of the Lambs, I get so scared.
I get nightmares. I can watch it, but I don't think I blink the whole time.
Yeah, I just get
And then I have
so
nightmares.
like I think it was like 3 weeks ago. I was staying in a hotel and I was like in bed early. I think it was like 10 o'clock. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna go to sleep early. And then I started watching one of Silence of the Lambs, like the ones that came after that, the dragon one. Did you see that? I didn't sleep for 2 days. 10 o'clock. By the end of the all the lights were on. I was like pacing around my room. I got scared. I was gonna call my parents. Like I was like, so that's how scared I get.
Did
so
you eat and drink
was
water?
freaking out.
So you're going to die from watching a scary movie just from energy and not eating and drinking.
yeah, like my adrenaline. Because then I'll think
You must be a treat to date.
Yeah, no. Matter of fact, no, not so much. No, I got problems. I have a really hard time with relationships.
Emma, come to bed. No, I saw someone.
Some scary movie.
movie.
No. If I had a girlfriend, I'd probably act like I was like not scared. But then if we'd been together a little while,
Yeah, but you
then
can feel the energy.
yeah, that's true.
How long does it take to show your true colors?
6 months.
6 months. You have
6
a
months.
dayline.
What's
Without-
your longest relationship? 6
5
and a half
months.
months.
6 months, 1 day. 6 months, 1 day, 1 hour. 6 months is where the jig is usually up. Less time now. Now it's fast forwards quick. But my longest relationship, I'd say about a year. And then I've eked it out past a year, but it gets real. That's real choppy. That's when we're going back and forth. Maybe I could say 2 years. Maybe I've been in a relationship for 2 years. But that last year would have been,
Because it's a year and a half with you.
Rough.
It's not 2 years.
and
yeah.
it's
You've
then
lived
it's
with girls, though.
only one.
Oh.
One.
I knew you then.
The most recent one.
Yes.
We moved in so quick. But before that, I never lived with anybody else. But I had a girlfriend actually who was a stripper, who I wonder who did her accounting. I remember she was in Boston, and then she moved to New York and moved right next to me. So it was like we lived together. And then I dated this other girl, same thing. Also, she was coming in from Boston. I lived in Brooklyn. She moved in an apartment like right next to me. Because I like people with good boundaries who are emotionally stable. So that's why that
How did they end up moving next to you?
I don't know. I was like,
you didn't ask them to move here.
no.
And they just happened to move a block over from you.
I was in Harlem. The stripper moved like maybe like 5 blocks over in Harlem, and then when I was in Brooklyn, the girl moved maybe like 8 blocks over
Did
in
you ever
Brooklyn.
ask them why
That's
did
so
you move to New
convenient.
York?
Well, with New York, I knew why. The stripper was moving to New York to go to grad school at NYU. Which I still believe, but my roommate at the time, but then she was stripping at the Glass Slipper here. But my roommate was like, yeah, she was never going to grad school. You know what she told me she wanted to do? She told me she wanted to, this is really awful. This is like stupid and awful. She told me she wanted to start an abortion cruise ship where it would be for women that can't get abortions in their like port. And so the cruise ship would go in, get the women, and then take them out to water and do an abortion. And I was like, that's not a cruise. That's like a medical boat. Like, first of all, that's not a Caribbean cruise.
In my mind, I'm envisioning
Like
cocktails,
coladas.
coladas, a little blood, like whatever, you know.
Right.
A light bleed.
It's great.
I've never got abortion, but how long?
I bet you those Thinks
how long-
underwear would definitely sponsor that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
How
They
long-
hold 2 days of blood.
I haven't tried those.
How long does it take to get over an abortion? Like, are you having an abortion the first
How
day of the
long
cruise?
does it take? Emotionally or physically?
Well, let's say physically. Let's
Four-
say
That's
you're
a
on a
good
cruise.
question.
Let's say you're on a cruise. It's a
4 days,
7-dayer,
yeah.
which is nice. When do you get the abortion? You
You
know,
probably get the abortion second or third day.
second or third day,
And then
so by the 5th day, you're probably having fun again.
it's probably depends on if you pay more than you get at the Well, I don't know. They should have it the second or third day because you get a day to relax, then do it. But the whole idea was to go into places where abortions were illegal. So I was like, yeah, then the government in those places will shoot you as you're coming into port. It was not a good idea.
Also, what a...
Some people do their taxes like offshore, but this is offshore abortion.
Offshore abortions.
Yeah.
And she told me this before our 6 months were up, so I had to pretend like I thought it was a good idea. Like she told me that before I got to be real with her. So she's like, my dream is to like have like an abortion cruise ship. And she was really, attractive. And I was like, really? I was like, wow, that's a great idea. That is they don't have that? That's a great idea. Vic, you just think of things that I don't know how you do it,
How did you meet her?
We went to college together, and I remember I thought she was kind of crazy, and I wasn't into her. She was a freshman when I was a senior, and I had her name saved in my phone as Crazy Person.
Ex-girlfriend.
Crazy, crazy. Then her name.
Yeah.
And then we lost touch. And then my friend ran into her and was like, hey, did you know that Da-Da-Da's working as a stripper now? And I was like, no. How's she doing? And then I unblocked her number and was like, hey, how you been? And then we met up at that. And then I've randomly have dated 1 or 2 other strippers. But that was only when I was in like a relationship.
Strips?
I don't know. I like it. I think it's like exciting and fun. And like you can just like be really real with them real quick. And they're like intoxicating. And they're hustlers.
Yeah, of course she does.
They're hustlers,
They are hustlers.
So you get free drink.
Do you like a
used to drink.
daytime stripper or a nighttime?
Nighttime.
Oh, you gotta have a night.
You gotta have a
daytime.
nighttime. Come on.
A daytime buffet stripper over popcorn shrimp.
Oh, man.
What if you just really like shrimp?
The first vagina I ever saw live was a stripper, midday
Really?
stripper.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
old were you?
Florida. you
18.
fucking-
Like I saw a vagina like in the dark, but like broad daylight, but like there it is.
That's so
live.
intense.
Yeah, it was intense.
Was she
Andrew
walking into work?
Andrew
What? No, I'm telling you, that's what happened.
Andrew came at a strip club a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, but she was giving you a lap dance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. All right. Yeah, I don't know.
In his pants.
I
In his
totally.
pants.
I could see how that could happen easily.
Really?
My point is,
because it's all the friction on the
Yes,
penis.
and
Yeah,
why
she's
am I-
rubbing and rubbing and
why
rubbing
am
and
I
rubbing.
stopping?
How old are you, Andrew?
Why would I stop? Why would I stop?
Wait, did she know you came?
No. I play a good. I have a
Okay.
good cum poker face.
Was there cum on the pants then?
Inside, yeah, not on the outside.
So it's not like
she knew.
that's.
Yeah, she probably knew.
She definitely knew, man.
If she, because you were like, get off me.
You know how much money I save?
If she knew, then you should have tipped her more.
He did.
I tipped her great.
Yeah.
My
You
buddy
did?
did. My buddy gave me money to give her, but I don't have money. My buddy,
fucking
he hands me
cum
money
money
and then he
you
just
have.
goes, "Get in the bed. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Just go get a dance." I have good friends.
Was she dancing? Was this like did you go in with that intention, or was it like she was dancing and dancing?
I'm not like, oh, I need to come. Let me go to a
Right.
strip club. It's more like, but I live in the moment.
Yeah.
I was very present and.
I feel so uncomfortable at strip clubs. Like the 2 times I've actually been, I felt really like nervous and.
So you're fine in public. You can't handle stripper,
felt
but in
weird.
private, you're all about it.
Well, because also in private, like I knew like the orientations matched up. When I go into a strip club, I don't want the girls to feel weird, and then I feel weird, so I'm like trying too hard to make eye contact with them. Like I'm not looking at them. It's super like. And then one time I did get a lap dance, and the girl was like, "Are you okay?" And the reason I said yes is she had a lazy eye, and she came over and had a lazy eye, and then I felt like if I said no, she's gonna be like, "Oh, I can't even get the lesbian, and I've got a lazy eye." I'm an overthinker.
And how did you know she was a lesbian?
I didn't, but she was talking about me because I'm sitting there and I was with a bunch of straight girls at a bridal shower thing and their bachelorette party, and then they were all getting, some of them got lap dances, and that fucking one comes over to me, and I was like, ugh. Because I didn't want her to then be like, I've got a lazy eye and I can't even get the fucking that one to get a lap dance. So she was like dancing on me, and I was like, she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm fine. You're doing a great job." And then she was like, "All right." And then I was like, "Do I put my hands on your hips or what do I do?" And she was like, "You can." So she's like dancing, and then I'm like kind of holding her hips. So I was like, oh. And I just gave her all my money. I think I had like $250 the night because I didn't know how much you spend. So I was like, "You're great. Thank you so much." And I gave her the money. And then she kept coming back around, and my friend was like, "What is up with that stripper? Like, why does she keep coming back? How much money did you give her?" And I gave her way more than I
How
was
many
supposed
dances
to.
did you get?
Just one.
And you gave her $250.
Yeah, I gave her all my money. I was like,
Here, buy a patch.
how much was it supposed to? It wasn't like insanely lazy, but it was like she had a lazy eye.
enough.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could see it in a black light, it's pretty lazy.
it was pretty
Yeah.
lazy.
Oh,
But because
God.
how much are you supposed to pay him? Like $50?
One dance is usually
20?
$20, $30. And then you don't really, if it's a $30 dance, you don't have to tip. At least, I mean, I don't know.
Rules by
If
Andrew.
it's a $30 tip, you don't, or $30 dance, you don't tip.
I
You
don't-
always tip,
Oh.
Andrew.
Well, I gave her a tip, boy.
Yeah.
30 plus.
I ruined my $40 Levi's. I ruined my leaves, you know?
Had you not been having sex for a while, or you just like?
That's the story of my life.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't know. I've taken a sabbatical. But I'm back. I've been lifting, so I think I'm going to get laid more.
Totally.
The more I bench, the more I think I'll get laid this year.
Totally.
I think it's going to correlate.
So what's the deal? Are you in
Yeah.
a relationship now?
It's complicated. I mean, like not really, but kind of a little bit. We're like, we live together, but we're in the process of like figuring that out and like wrapping things up. You know, and this has been going on a while. And then I was dating someone in Boston for a little bit, which was going great. And then that fucking.
What was your worst breakup?
Oh, Andrew, man. You know, they've been so bad. And I think part of it is I've been really trying to reflect on this because I want to change. Because I'm a good friend. I'm an okay family member. And I'm a good partner in the beginning. And then a lot of times I would date these women.
When you're not yourself.
I would date really high maintenance girls that would just be like fucking brutal, and then I would be an awful breakup. So it's like I would have spent all my time trying to get them to like me, and then I would never think if they were even nice to me or if I like them, and then I'd be like, fuck this, and then end it really quick, and then they'd be like, what? Because I would have laid it on so thick. So it's like there's like a real clusterfuck in the
Do you like
breakup.
the conquer?
I guess that's what it was. Now, no. Now I'm just like tired. Like I'm like I don't care. I don't. I don't
exhausting
know.
to
Yeah,
try
I
to
just
change
don't even.
someone.
I would love someone that I could like talk to and had a great personality and was really nice to me. Like I was actually thinking about getting. I'm really thinking about this. It's not a joke, and I have a lead on one. But I'm thinking of getting one of those sex robots, even just for like to like have as like a friend.
Now, would it be very attractive?
Emma,
Yeah, I know that's really sad, and I have friends. But
I was like, I can come over.
But I was
I
thinking.
fucked women before. Let's just.
Oh, do it right.
I want one. I was
She's
thinking
been-
of a sex robot that I could just have at my apartment. That and then it wouldn't nag at me and it wouldn't be like angry. like that I could just have and
How attractive would it?
No.
Would you want a very attractive sex robot, or would you
Ideally.
want? Yeah.
I mean, if no one's gonna see it, I guess I don't care as much. But yeah, I'd want one that looks
If
pretty
no
good.
one's gonna see,
You know,
she only cares about the
fucking-
attractiveness. If other people
Other
will judge
people.
her.
Yeah. Well, it's the same
She's
thing.
not
She
gonna
doesn't like going
judge
to. She
that I
doesn't-
have a sex robot. They're gonna judge what it looks
Got
like.
the one with the lazy eye.
I remember her.
which is totally fine.
It'll be cheaper than the one dance that you bought.
Those sex robots are so expensive; they're like $3,000.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that might be easier for me to do.
Is
Have
it the
you
one?
gone to therapy?
I did. Yeah, I did on and off. And I saw a great therapist in Boston I saw her for a year. And I went 2 times a week for a year. And she said I was trying to recreate the relationship I had because years ago, my dad was with this like kind of crazy woman years and years ago. And that was when I was in high school. And she said, you recreate the relationship you saw your dad have with that crazy stepmom with these women. And I was like, yeah.
So he was married. So your parents aren't together anymore?
They're very divorced. Yeah.
At what age did they
I
get
think
divorced?
they got divorced when I was in 3rd grade. And then it's interesting now because my dad has I have an amazing stepmom and my dad is like super in love and they've got a great relationship. But he was with a kind of crazy person for a little while.
What happened with your parents?
They got very divorced.
I know.
It was a
but,
pretty
like,
complicated divorce.
You remember? Or you
And
just, like,
and I lived with my dad, and then my sister lived with my mom, and my brother lived with
no.
his mom. But I also kind of would see like the different people my dad would date, and I was like, okay, either you leave the person or they leave you. You know, you cheat or they cheat.
Why
so then
did
I
you and
kind
your
of started
sister
cheating
separate?
because the custody got really, really tricky, and my sister wanted to stay with my mom, and then I didn't want to still wanted to see my dad. So they lived in the same town, but my sister would just stay at my mom, and then she went to prep school, and then I would switch back and forth. And so I also got very good at that wasn't not lying, but it'd be like I would tell one parent one thing and the other. I learned how to like play people off of each other, which I kind of then started to recreate in dating. Like I want to be like I'm not drinking right now, and part of that is being like trying to be like brutally honest. So
So your parents say your
it's
dad.
only been 2 weeks of this, so and it's yeah.
Your dad. So
What do you think of Andrew? Be honest.
I think he's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Andrew's great. Don't you like him?
I love him.
Yeah, Andrew's funny. He's got great energy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. What? It was nice.
What?
We've been on a lot of shows together lately.
Yeah.
It's been great.
That's why.
Yeah.
She's saying nice things.
So when they broke up, did they like badmouth each other a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really big
They
time.
put you guys in the middle.
They put us in the middle. I was in the middle more than my younger sister, but when they broke up, it was like, I forget why. It was so dirty because of the custody. They both didn't want, I forget what it was. Like, I don't know if one of them wanted full custody. I kind of blocked it out a little bit. But also, my dad had started seeing someone else while they were married. And then this woman who's now, the woman he was seeing when they were married is now married to a woman and like lives in Ohio. And they met online, and then he's a teacher, and he like got her an apartment like right next to his school, and then it was just like just a mess. So my mom was rip shit.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah. I
You
would
know?
be too.
So he didn't end up with the woman that he cheated with.
No, my stepmom now is amazing. She's like smart and independent and nice. She's a wonderful woman.
So it went
Gives me faith.
crazy divorce, then cheating woman, and then you had a different stepmom.
And then a different
who is
stepmom,
the one
Crazy
that you're
Town.
recreating?
Yeah, Crazy Town.
Yes.
He was with when I was in high school.
What
She's
age
just
were you?
fucking nuts.
What age were you during that time?
I'd say that was like 6th grade through my 2nd year of college. So very formative.
Yeah, those are your
you
big
know?
years.
Yeah.
And it made me like resent women, I think, because I would like see this like bitch.
Which is great as a lesbian.
Very complicated. Yeah.
Was she
I've
high
da-
maintenance? What was she like?
She was, but I had nice girlfriends in college. In college, I dated nice, great. I had a girlfriend in college that was like a year and then like 8 months long distance, and that was a bad breakup. But it wasn't like the drag out brutalness that it gets into now. I mean, now it's like have you ever seen that TV show Deadly Affairs?
No.
It's like those shows where they have like the couples, like one of them kills each other.
Yeah.
I never understood those shows until the last couple years. I'm like, oh, I 100%, 100% get it.
Why do you love the drama?
I don't know. I don't now. Now I'm tired. But I had a great girlfriend about 2 years ago. I loved her. She was funny and smart and inspiring and awesome. But we didn't really I had all these super sexual relationships, and then we didn't really connect like that. So then I cheated on her with a stripper. But only on the phone. We did phone sex, but me and the girl I love didn't have a sexual relationship. And I was trying to go to a therapist, and she never wanted to see a therapist.
So you cheated by over the phone?
Just texting. It's like interactive
No
porn.
FaceTime?
It graduated to that, and then that's when I said something. But I feel like
you told her. You were honest.
Yeah, because I really loved her. I loved her. I loved listening to her. I loved her worldview. She was awesome.
So you loved her and you felt that was a form of love by being honest with her about that? Because I was told that they cheated on me. I would have rather never known.
Really?
Yeah. I wish that never.
Well, especially if it's just a phone sex, right?
Yeah,
I think it's because it was indicative of like a bigger thing. Because like I kept being like, we have to figure out our physical relationship. Like that relationship made me learn that sex isn't the most important thing, because I was happier in that relationship than I was with ones that were very sexual. Because she was a great partner, but I was like, we have to figure out some way to engage sexually. Like us never having sex is like, it is kind of important.
Yeah.
So then I kept saying that, and then she was like, that wasn't as big a focus for her. And then I like unblocked the stripper, and then I started sex texting. So I think when I said it, it was me more being like, no, there's a real problem here. Like I'm talking to other people.
Yeah.
You sexed a lot?
Not now, no. It's like, now I got it's just like I'm so tired. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's just like, where do we even begin now? Where do I even begin? It's like, I don't even know. I used to be so ambitious with dating. I would go on Craigslist. I would do online dating. I would do all kinds of stuff. And then now it's like, I mean, what do I even say in a first date? Like, what do you even, like...
I hate that first date talk where they're like, oh, do you have siblings? And do you what about your parents? And you're like, shut up.
Well, maybe you find someone that you go right in. I don't know, or maybe you already know that person.
When was the last time you went on a date?
Oh my God.
Oh, he went on a heart crusher date.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
but that was the only one in like months. I went out with this
months is
Harvard
good.
girl.
I was thinking like years.
Harvard. She went to Harvard. And
That's
she was
awesome.
Beautiful, and she was smart. And then I had her go to a show. And I did really well on the show.
On their first date.
On the
first date?
Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to pass the time, I guess. So I don't know. I don't know why I did.
I know.
Because
It can be you're thinking, if it goes really well, and then she gets to see me with my friends,
to
maybe.
be honest, it was like, she's like, I'm free Monday and Tuesday, and I really wanted to see her, but I had shows on Monday and Tuesday.
You didn't want to meet up with her before or after?
I would have loved. Oh, yeah, I did. I guess I could have done that. But I kind of gave her the option. I wasn't like, come to my show. I was just more like, look, I have the show. I completely understand if you don't want to. She's like, no, I'd love to go. It was actually at the same place where we met before. But
so then what happened?
I've told it on here before.
Okay.
Like, essentially, like, I thought it went great. And then we had, like, a weird goodbye. Like, the Uber took too long. So,
Yeah, that can drag it out.
It really can.
But it's got to have already gone bad for that to be a thing. Because I had a great date, and then, like, the Uber was taking a long time. We were both like,
and then, I guess it wasn't that. But I thought it was that. But then, the next day I wrote her how great of a time. She's like, I don't see us. What did she say? What was it? Something about chemistry. There's no spark. And I was like, fuck you with a spark.
Bitch.
Like, really? Unbelievable.
The fucking spark.
A spark. Like, what are we in a fucking
Spark.
rom-com?
Yeah.
Fucking whatever.
I asked someone on a date.
I miss her.
But before call me.
Fuck her, dude. But yeah, dude, I went to Yale. I think, I don't know.
To find more chicks.
Do you think you date someone that, do you feel like they, I don't know.
Well, I
She's in the
through
middle
the
of a
date.
story.
I know, I was going into
okay.
her. We should fight about this. I mean, Blonde.
Have you guys ever dated?
No.
Oh, God, no.
I was asking, like, do you feel like that you date the strippers, like, is it something within yourself that you don't value, that you don't feel like you want, that you're good enough for someone that you really aspire to date?
Well, I mean,
I go through that shit.
With the stripper was, I sound like an idiot now, but I genuinely thought she was going to grad school. I know that's like one of the things they say, but I truly believe she was going to go to NYU. Like, hook, line, and sinker was like, she's like ambitious and all that stuff.
The abortion cruise, yeah.
So, right. So I really, really believe that. And then the other sex worker, she really was in grad school. And she did foot stuff, guys with like rubber foot. And they would like jack off and stuff like that. And she'd done that a while back. And then the hooker, I didn't really like. And we didn't really date. It was just, little thing. But I didn't. That was no. But then no, I've dated some like pretty awesome people. I've dated some pretty awesome people. it's just like, I don't know. At this point, the common denominator is me. 2 years ago, I would have been like, these bitches are crazy. But now I'm like, no, something's wrong with me. So I'm the common
Do you
denominator.
feel like it's because you've never had like a solid role model for relationships until now that you have your dad?
Maybe. It could
Is your mom
be.
remarried?
Yeah, she is.
When'd she get remarried?
Well, she's not remarried, but she's got a long-term boyfriend like 5 years ago. Maybe, but I think it's like I've got to work on my relationship with myself and create good energy and then bring the person in. But I feel like it's asking someone so much, like with our schedule. It's like, I don't know, it's a lot. Like I'm 32 now. Like when I was like 25 being like, I'm want to be in entertainment. Like that's cute. Now it's like, wait, so what? If I'm dating someone my age, I'm scared they're going to be like poking holes in my plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like a tough sell when you're like, my whole financial plan is someday I'm gonna get famous. Like now we sound like lunatics. At 22, it's cute. Now it's like,
I had a meltdown on the last guy that I dated. I was like, I can't do this. I have a plan. I'm on a path. You're disrupting it. And then he was like, calm down. I'm on board with this. I was
Right.
like, oh, good talk.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because we project, we don't know what someone's going to say. We got to give them the opportunity to figure out if they want to be a part of it or not. And also, other people have tons of shit going on too.
Yeah.
True.
Like,
It's not just us having stuff
so many
going
people
on.
are so like
We're so
Especially in New
so
York.
narcissistic.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's
How could I have time for that? How could they have time for you? Yeah. It's like, yeah, I
like,
don't
like
even
I'm
want
like
to hang
a
out with you.
lawyer and
Yeah.
I do this and they're like,
Yeah.
oh.
I'm already.
So you're
like,
busy too? It's weird.
Yeah, like my sister and her husband now are like, they're so busy and they have a kid and they still make time to, you know what I mean? Like, so, I find with one, it's like we can always be working, but then when you're like, you're always like, I'm always thinking about that stuff too. But that's, if you're with the right person, then I think that they help balance that. When I'm in a good relationship, they help balance it.
Maybe we should figure out maybe we should get you attracted to people that aren't so like volatile. Like
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I asked someone on a date a little while ago. Now, keep in mind, that was so stupid of me because I had a girlfriend I lived with and I was seeing someone else. So it was like a totally chaotic mess of a situation. So I
have no time.
I asked this person. So like, I'm not single baseline, but I asked her on this date. And before I messaged her, I said, are you single? And she said, well, I guess technically I am. She said that. What does that mean?
she's not married.
But she's seeing someone, right?
Yes, 100%.
So someone says, I guess technically I am.
It means they're not married.
But they're open to going on dates?
Well, they're saying that so that they have a loophole themselves. It's not. She's not single.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it also doesn't sound very come hither. Because, she said, I guess technically I am smiley face.
It's a loophole. She's trying to
Right.
be devious. Yeah.
Right.
100%.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet up with her?
Nah.
Oh,
So she said, I guess technically I am. So I said, okay, well, I'll be back in LA in February. If the technicality changes, let me know. If not, let's go on a date. And she said, yeah. And then she did a heart emoji. And then I was showing my friends so we could analyze it. And then I accidentally did a heart emoji.
Oh, no.
And it was 2 days later.
Can't believe you. Wow.
And so now I'm like, whoa. And then I deleted the whole thing. I was like, that's the end of that. Because I never would have sent her a heart emoji.
Yeah, but I
Had
don't-
you not been over analyzing it with your friend.
Yeah.
2 days later, I wouldn't have sent a heart emoji anyway.
You got a screenshot and you
I
can't go into them.
Because I was trying to scroll up and then my finger went blip with the heart. And I was like,
I don't think you ruined it, though. I don't think
Because
a heart ruins it.
I asked for the date. I seemed too desperate then. I asked for the date.
Yeah.
Then
And
she
then
does
it's
the heart. And then
yeah.
2 days later, I do a heart.
I can't believe you picked a heart. Maybe it's your last.
I didn't
thing
even
you
know
sent?
it. It was like something, I
Yeah.
guess, because
Yeah.
then I just went.
And she
I
didn't
was
write
like-
back to that.
She didn't write back to that.
So send another heart now. How long has it been?
Andrew.
2 months.
Yeah.
Andrew kept Facebooking someone from when he was 15.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And then she heard me on a podcast and wrote me, and then I ruined it. But whatever. It's
Being able to do a good breakup is something I admire so much because it means good boundaries. Having good boundaries and like saying what you want. Because a big problem I have in breakups is I leave the door open. I'll be like, right now isn't good. This and
Yeah.
that. And
It's
I got
because
this
you're trying
problem.
to gentle.
It's that, and then also like I'm scared of actually making a decision to let it go. When it's like, no, the right thing is to end it. But instead, I'll be like, I'll leave too much gray area, and I think that can be frustrating.
Yeah. It's frustrating. It's not fair for either party.
Right.
Also, because they should be able to be free to go and find somebody else. Also.
Right.
Yeah. I hate gray.
Have you ever tried to break up with someone and they said no?
Yes.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah, I've said it. Yeah, I said no.
You said no?
Crying when writing poetry, but whatever. It was a college thing.
And
you know.
did the girl then stick to it? Because I tried to break up with someone like 80 times and she kept saying no.
I would cry until she like rubbed my tears and then kept dating me, and we never really talked about it. It was pretty pathetic.
That's kind of what happens because I was like, we got to end this. And she'd be like, no. I'm like, I'm not like asking you, I'm trying to say it. And she's like, no, we're supposed to be together. I'm like, all right.
But you didn't sound definitive.
I'm a pushover is the other problem.
Should send a knife emoji or something.
I gotta work on my relationship with myself, this and that and this and that. And then I don't know how I'm gonna end up finding someone now.
I think you'll be ready to go once you work on yourself.
But it's like, I'm gonna have to find,
I wouldn't
and then you
stress
gotta
it.
find someone that's like this, and then you're also sexually compatible, and
It feels like you're just trying to fill like the little block in your life. You're like, and then we have a relationship,
Right.
And then we have this, and then we have career, and then I feel like you should
just do
live.
your thing, and then it comes around.
Yeah, just chill, bro.
Just live, bruh.
Just live, bro.
Be present, brah.
You seem like a real chill, bro. Have you ever sat on a beach and not thought about anything?
Can you imagine you sitting on a beach?
I can see her on an abortion cruise trying to get laid.
Are you going in from the abortion or coming out? All right, hit me on
You
the
in
way
or
out.
out
Hit me
of
on
the
the way
abortion? In
out.
or out?
You can do this in my room. You put on gloves. Yeah.
I'll take $20 off the price and just do it right out here.
$3.50 straight up. Like Nick.
Yeah,
I
have you
love the
ever been
beach.
chill?
It's so funny because sometimes people be like, "Oh, you're so easygoing." I'm like, "What?"
I don't. You've never been easygoing.
And I'm so not. I'm like, I'm not easy. I'm like so like wound up and like
Yes.
all this stuff. But what they mean by easygoing is there is a lot of stuff where I'm like, whatever you want, whatever you want. Like things like it's like, where are we gonna eat? Oh, whatever you want. Do that. Oh, whatever you want. That. Yeah, I don't care.
because you're thinking about everything else that's
Exactly.
going on
I
in your
don't-
mind.
Like the relationship with the person I was so into, she was OCD. And that worked out well because I'm not OCD. So like she'd be like, this goes here. And I'd be like, well, whatever you want. Like, I don't give a shit.
I wonder why the sex was bad.
She would have to have no noise in the room.
my
It had to be a
God.
certain temperature. She had a white noise machine. It literally had to be a certain temperature.
Oh, wow.
Like she'd be
What
like,
was the temperature?
It was a 63. It
Oh, wow, that's cold.
was fucking weird. And I was like, whatever. And then
63.
63 is cold.
I wouldn't be able to move.
Yeah.
maybe I was getting the temperature wrong. Maybe it was 73.
Maybe that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
That was the.
It wasn't 63.
You know, she wasn't sexual because she was always wearing a coat.
She probably thought that I liked that temperature. She's like, Emma always wants it to be 63 in here. Like, what's your fucking
She
problem?
wants me to get naked.
You're like, hey, it's 63.
She's like building a fire. She's like, yeah, I'm into it. I'm into this.
It's just got to communicate.
I don't know why she's not wet. Because she's frozen. I don't know what. Maybe you should call her. Send her a heart.
Oh my! No, she had a baby.
Oh
She's
my
like,
God.
she's had a
What?
baby with a guy.
With a guy. Like,
Yeah, she's bi. I usually like bisexuals more. Yeah, but she did that. She's older. She's 36 when I was with her, so now she's 37, 38.
Interesting.
second.
You like bisexuals. You don't want someone that's all in.
No, we connect better sexually.
So you're great at commitments.
Oh, I just got that. Yeah. I was like, wait, no. No, I really like the person I was with
The people that will never be able to fully commit to you long term.
No, bisexuals really, I think that they can. Usually they have a strong preference in one direction. Like I had a friend, Nastasha, who was like, she's like, I can sleep with women, but I could only date men. And then the girls that I'm with will be like, I can have sex with guys, but I can only date women. Those are the ones that I like.
Yeah, but you don't ever, and then you just wear a strap on or something. Yeah. How do you pick the dick size?
I get tons of different sizes. Like I'll just get every single
do you
size.
ever
I can.
reuse them?
Do you have a coat?
What is it?
Do you reuse them?
Oh,
after?
it gets so fucking annoying. No, when I'm with new girls, I'll like go get a new one, but it's annoying. There's been times where I've been with more than one person I didn't know, and so I'll write their fucking names on the penises.
Do you have?
Have
Does
you ever
it
been
have
caught?
the thing that
No, but
stimulates you?
say it again.
Is there the piece that stimulates you on the other side?
Yeah, no, not one that goes in, but there's like a vibrator that you can like put at the base and then do that. But and I do like that, but that's all right. But I've used like all different kinds of fibers. I was with this one girl that loved the rabbit.
Oh my God, I can't even.
Yeah, it was so intense. But I
so
used to do. You guys encourage dirtiness on
Yeah,
that?
Of course.
yeah,
Oh
Sure.
yeah, so she was like way in. I used to do. She would always want me to do the rabbit in her ass.
Oh,
That was a lot.
I would.
And the wolf and the puss.
It's so big.
Yeah.
I thought the rabbit's little. I thought the rabbit's that little.
No,
No, and then it's got two little
It's got two
things
It's
that-
got the bunny ears.
Yeah.
So it's got the full.
What a cute little animal to pick.
I know,
It's
right?
all the-
full shaft plus ears, and then you're like, you just go
What's the
fucking
worst?
nuts.
What's the worst animal that would be a vibrator that you could think
Oh
of?
man,
the aardvark?
The aardvark. Oh, you want an aardvark?
crocodile.
Just a hard one that moves side to
Yeah,
side.
just fucking stab your. Yeah.
Take that. There'd be someone that's into it because
Yeah.
they've got like monstrous stuff.
So she DP'd with a rabbit in the backside. Oh my God.
Good for her.
I know. Good for her.
At what temperature?
Like a champ. She was an 80 degrees girl. I've never had someone need a specific temperature for stuff.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Okay.
but
It is weird when sex gets very like when it becomes like a list. You know.
oh man, I used to like love. I used to be so like 5 years ago. I was in my prime. It's just been a decline.
Yeah.
I had good sex with someone maybe like 4 months ago. That was lovely. But before that, I mean, it's just been,
Yeah.
something's not clicking.
Do you talk during sex?
I love talking during sex.
I could tell.
Yeah, I'm very like verbal. Like I like it like when we go back and forth. I used to love role playing and stuff.
What was your favorite character?
Oh man. It would totally depend on the person. Like I used to do like all kinds of like it would totally depend on the person. It would get pretty like fucked up though.
Like what? What would you do?
It would get do other people you have on talk about this kind of stuff?
Yes.
I used to have a guy that used to always want to do a rape fantasy. And I
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
of course.
I was like, let's not. I was like, you've already done blow off my ass. Let's skip this one.
Yeah.
We would do
Let's forget it for
I would
one.
have girls that would want to do like rape fantasies or like incest fantasies.
Incest, yeah.
Incest, rape. I had this one girl that would always want to pretend she was like really young, and I was like molesting her from a young age to like teach her how to be like a
How
sex
old was
toy.
she? Like 50? Was she just having
In-
like age issues?
Let's just play that my back doesn't hurt.
Let's pretend I don't have sciatica.
Yeah.
See, what's so
That I have a
sad
fake head.
is now I would be into that.
Yeah.
Because I go to a chiropractor regularly. I haven't been role playing in years, but like literally now, like yes, I would happily play that.
Well, you've lived every character now.
Yeah, I was with one person that liked to role play. Like I'd be like a stepson, and they would do like where they'd be like the more dominant one. But
Not a stepdaughter.
I'd
a
be the, no,
stepson.
I don't. I always role play being guy part. So I'd be a stepson, and then they'd be like the hot, frustrated stepmom. But it usually would be like daddy daughter or whatever, that kind of stuff. Role playing.
Do you have like I'm a boy inside kind of stuff going on?
Whenever
or
I'm
no?
having sex, I always like to do that.
Yeah.
I always like that's the
but
most
only
fun for me.
sex, like you don't feel like in your real.
In
life.
the rest of my life, I never really think about it unless it's put on to me. Like
Yeah.
when I have to go on auditions as like where it's like a very feminized role, then I'm kind of like, ugh.
Yeah.
But like a lot of my auditions, like the ones that like connect more are pretty ambiguous. Or when I'm on
Yeah.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, I'm basically playing myself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that works out. If I had to be, and they were so nice on set, like they'd always be like, "Are you comfortable wearing this? Are you comfortable wearing that?" Like if I had,
You're like, yeah, I brought it.
yeah.
But you never had thoughts like I would love to have a dick.
I mean, if I
Or
could
no?
pass as a guy all the time, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like if someone could just go zap and I wouldn't have to like do all the stuff, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's a tough call.
I
Yeah.
don't know, you're pretty
tough.
special.
You could just
Thanks.
you could just write
Pretty
your
unique.
marker on your own dick though.
Yeah, right.
Just, you'd have 50 names on one dick.
I'm too
Jenny.
stupid. I'm too stupid to have all these penises.
Yeah.
Literally too stupid. I will lose
I'd
them.
love to see this
when
drawer.
it gets time.
This drawer would be
Oh,
the funniest.
If I were organized to keep them in the same drawer, that'd be great. There's been times to have sex and I'll be like, oh my God. And then I'll have to like go run around and find the penis.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Or like I was staying at an Airbnb and I like left the penis at the Airbnb. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just am forgetful and leaves things places.
One time a guy left a charger at my house. Not the same. Not the
A
same.
charger.
Like I Airbnb my place sometimes.
Oh, yeah, right. And he left no, not the same. Not
Yeah.
at all. Like it was like, it was very embarrassing. Because then I had to be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Did I leave a giant, like a sex toy out? And I remember it was like a really big, expensive one. It was like
Yeah.
the biggest penis I'd ever bought. It was expensive.
Oh no.
And she was like, yes, you did. I threw it out. I hope that was okay. And I was like, Of
She didn't
course.
throw it away.
You think
didn't
she's
throw
kept it?
Yeah, she sleeps with it every night.
See, someone leave.
It's in a shrine. Yeah.
That'd be on her.
Yeah.
Someone leaving a charger is kind of nice. You get another
I
charger.
know.
Yeah.
That was great. It was like one of those portable ones.
Oh,
I know. He's like, I'm in Europe now. And I was like, well, it's mine.
taking it.
Thank you.
Taking it.
I wonder what, like, so the penis size, does a girl prefer, so you know exactly what, or does it
No, it's so
go across the board?
It's so tricky because they usually. I would be, like. I've like tried to be like what is there? What are you into? But they always will usually just like have me pick it. So I've got like a couple like set core ones that I
Yeah.
like, but it kind of depends. But I used to be very like I used to always be doing like anal stuff to girls, and then now I don't do that anymore. I used to be killing it back in the day. Like 3 sex times in, I'd be like inching into the butt stuff, and then by 6 times in, we'd be doing it. Even if you know what I mean? Because the trick with anal that I learned, and now I'm not big pimping, but the trick is to make it seem like the girl's idea. That's the trick. You
So
let
how
her
do
know
you-
that you have a lot of experience with that, and then when you're hooking up, you like really like play around with it, and then it's like applying different pressure. I would always do the same thing. Wait, so this is definitely like a dirty show.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like ruining
this
the
point,
stuff.
no.
Like who the
Cunt,
fuck?
pussy.
Who the fuck was your friend?
The camera's been off for a while. The mics are not hot. We're not recording. This is all.
I talk about how I blew somebody in the hallway the other day.
Oh,
Please
good.
go. Yeah.
Wait, do you have a boyfriend now?
We'll talk about that.
No.
Okay.
But this is all stuff I used to be back in the day. I've lost my mojo. I got nothing.
Just sound lazy, like that eye.
Maybe. It could be.
Yeah,
Or maybe
late-
it's like I was with people that like weren't a good. No, but then I wasn't with the girl that I had the good sexual relationship with. That was
She
great.
like butt stuff?
We didn't get into that, but like she would have been down. Yeah.
She'd probably have to lower
She was
the-
great. Oh, she was so fun.
She'd have to lower
She
the
was a good
temperature.
person too.
No, you're gonna put in my ass. Let's go to 61. let's turn.
Let's
that
drop her down to mid 50s.
Are you close with your parents still? Are you though? I actually am interested. You talk to them a lot.
Wait a second. Now that we're talking about butt
was
stuff,
the best
we
segue
should talk
ever.
about we should talk about bidets.
Yeah, we
Oh,
should
yeah.
talk about. It. Have you ever used a bidet?
I have not used a bidet, but I've gone and got colonics.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that was cool.
So if you go to
I would totally get a
HelloTushy.me,
Tushy.me.
and
Use Happy Butthole as your promo code.
happy butthole.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Dude, it is the best thing. If
Really?
I've had sex I have a bidet at my place. Go in there. You're like, oh, I just have to go to the bathroom super fast.
We're sponsored by a bidet
So, yeah, we're
company. We
sponsored
always
by a
like
bidet.
roll this
Yeah,
on.
we have a
That's
bidet.
awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. You
It's-
could just put it onto your toilet. Like it's like takes like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and they're not expensive. They're
Huh.
so cheap.
$70.
Yeah.
And you can
Something
use
like
it
that.
like a bunch of times.
Oh, yeah, forever.
Every day, forever.
That's cool.
It's like it looks like it's part of your toilet, but
That's
it's,
awesome.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, because in other cultures, that's like a very popular thing.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like normal in
Right.
France and
It's
shit.
It's
weird
like,
we don't.
ooh, I know. It's
I'd be
the
totally
best
down.
thing ever.
Because I love, after I did the colonic a couple times, I felt like very refreshed. I did
Yeah.
one, they put coffee in my butt. Was that normal?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
normal. You can do champagne. You can do coffee.
Champagne?
Yeah, you can
Wait,
No.
what is this? Is this true?
Champagne?
Yeah,
These
champagne
coffee.
colonics. Yeah,
Really?
What does the coffee do?
Coffee, yeah, but champagne, have you heard of that?
No.
No, I haven't.
coffee speeds it up.
I think
champagne.
whoever did your asshole was partying.
I've really never, because the
Thanks, Sam.
You can do 151. You can fucking.
you can put anything in there.
I think
put a dick in it.
I think you'd die if you did 151.
Because with the
you can-
coffee, when I told someone that, they said they're like, "That's not a thing." And then I looked it up, and it is a thing.
definitely a
but
thing.
champagne, I've never
You
seen.
can do a champagne colonic, and then you get wasted.
Really?
Yeah, soup's wasted.
and then you're not getting any of the calories, right?
Right, because it just comes right back out.
And that's why models put vodka in their tampons. Not to generalize.
I think models do more GHB.
What's that?
GHB is the date rape drug, but you can take it in a shot. It tastes like a.
They to
tastes
put it
like
on
a-
themselves?
Yeah, you can. It makes you drunk without all the calories. It's like 10 calories.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and you're wasted. But if you go over the line, you could die. But
Right.
yeah. So
Oh my
yeah,
God.
it comes in like when you buy it from a dealer. It comes in a little water bottle exactly like this, Poland Spring, and they just have and there's like this much in it, but that's like $200, and that'll last you a year.
Holy
it's
shit!
crazy.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I'm not drinking now, but interesting.
when
That's
you
really
want to,
interesting.
calorie
Right.
free. Yeah,
I
that's
had
a big
no
deal.
idea. I am close with my parents, by the way. I love those guys.
Great
Well, that being said, we do.
I didn't want to seem like I was
Oh, we
avoiding
do?
it.
Yeah, but we'll end on that.
I love
That was a
my
great way. That was a great way to. We'll end on
I
you
love
loving
them.
your parents.
I do. Like,
No,
it's
and-
like
Can we
I
have
talk
you
to my-
back?
Yeah, will you just
Please.
do another one?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
anytime.
Please, yes.
Absolutely.
This
And
was
wh-
awesome.
It was unbelievable. Thank you. And where can we find you?
I keep most of my stuff on emmacomedy.com. I don't know when my character comes into Crazy X, but it'll be there.
And we'll repost
The
it.
it's the last 3 episodes, and I really hope my acting is good. I felt myself get better, so I'm just.
It's gonna be great.
It's going to be great.
And
even,
then,
even
yeah.
if they cut you out, it's fine. You'll just be chilling
You've been
on a
talking
beach.
to my
You'll just be
mom, yeah.
chilling on a beach.
Yeah,
You'll just
are you
chill on-
sure you're in it? I'm like integral to the plot line. She's like, but you never know.
You could get cut. Andrew? where
Andrew
can we
T.
find you?
Collin on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks.
Marshall?
Soundload.com.
Beautiful. And then you can always follow us at Happy Never After Podcast on Instagram, HNA Pod on Twitter, or follow me directly at Mara Merrick.
And
Thanks,
rate and
guys.
review.
Yes, please. Rate, review. Share it with friends.
And
It
check
really
out
helps.
your podcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Inside the Closet. The rating really helps.
Yeah.
Yes, it does a lot. So thanks, guys, for doing that for us.
Thank you,
And
Emma.
sign up for Patreon. Yes.
Time
Awesome.
for Patreon.
All right, bye.
And they'll do it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.